Alrighty, let's try to keep the volume down a little bit. Alright, so tonight we are going to be writing with the twins and their associates. So, what should the name of this TV show episode be?
The Brady Brassos.
What's that?
The Brassos.
Better be better.
We can't picture a tarnish metal.
Brassos.
All right. So, okay. So the TV show, right? So we're going to be writing an episode of a TV show. So what we need to do is find out what we want this episode to be about and what things are going to be like in that episode. Okay? So what are some funny things that happen to a family sometimes that we could use in this show?
They get they
Focus on important things.
one of the children gets ill.
What's that?
A car breaks down.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
Down.
Let's go with that. All right. So where are they driving to?
New
Hampshire.
Boston.
All right. One person at a time. Okay. So Sylvia, let's go first with Sylvia.
Boston.
They are on a... Okay, so I like that. So I know what we'll do. We'll go from person to person. So first of all, everybody take some steps back because it's starting to get a little crowded. There we go. All right. All righty.
No, I can't because I think he's see me.
All right. So the next thing is, so now it's William's turn. So the car breaks down and they are on a trip to Boston. So William, why are they going to Boston?
They are going to Boston because one of their family members has a thing that they need that they have.
Like a competition?
Yeah.
They're going to a competition for one of the kids?
They're going to a competition for one of the kids that is being hosted by one of their family members.
Is hosted by one of the family members. I like it. All right, Johnny, where'd you go, my friend?
Sorry, I just needed to move the computer back. I need to move the computer. Okay, here I am.
Perfecto. Hey, can you tilt the screen down a little bit more? Gently. That's too much. A little bit more. There you go. That's perfect. All right, we're good. Awesome. The Four Amigos. I love it. All right. So we left off where they are on a trip to Boston. The car breaks down because they are going to Boston because a family member is hosting a competition that one of the kids in the family is. So now, Johnny, what is that competition for?
They thought of making a worldwide pig racing.
Worldwide pig racing. That's pretty good
Yep.
stuff, man. Alrighty. So Grayson, who is this family member that they're going to go visit? Who's hosting the thing? Who is it?
Wait, like one of us or?
So what we're doing is we're writing this show, okay? So the car breaks down when they're going to Boston to visit one of their family members, right?
Yeah.
And so when the car breaks down, actually, let's do this.
It'll be Oswald Oz.
What was that?
Oswald Oz.
Who's that?
The person.
Oh, Oswell Oz is his name?
Yeah.
Okay, and who is he? Is he uncle? Is he a cousin?
He's an uncle.
And what does he do for a living?
Pig racing.
Yeah, it's like
Joey.
it's like horse racing, but with the betting and stuff, where you can bet on which pig is gonna win. Pig racing. I love pig racing. Pig racing.
And this
your
one-
screen's frozen. And your face is still like.
Yeah, it's just gonna look like that. People on the YouTube channel will be able to see that we are better. Make sure you guys all back up so you guys are all in the shot. All right, so the next thing is, who's in the car? Is the entire family in the car or just certain people?
It's the entire family.
Yeah. What
Remember
about me?
taking
Can I answer
turns?
the question?
It's hard to remember that we're taking turns.
What was
so
that noise? What was
You got an
the
email
An
or
email.
some other message.
Okay, Sylvia, go ahead. Answer the question.
The people in the car, there is 3 of them. One is the child, one is the mother, and the other is the dog. There's a family of 7.
No, the other one is the pig. Then they couldn't do the pig racing.
The pig.
Yeah, the pig.
The pig and the dog, or just the
So
pig?
there's a kid and the mom.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
You're interested in pig racing.
All right, so good job, Sylvia. I like what you got there. So, William, it's your turn now. So, meanwhile, what is the rest of the family doing who's not in the car?
The rest of the family. That's a good question. I got an idea. No, we don't. At least you're not gonna share. The rest of the family is watching the pig race on the news channel at home.
Okay.
And they have tons of snacks and pig slop to celebrate their tradition. Celebration!
John, it's your turn. It's your question.
What was that?
It's my turn to answer a question.
All right,
Yeah.
it's Johnny's turn.
Yes.
Yep. Hold on just one moment. Let me just send something real quick.
Okay.
All right, so the rest of the family. So, Johnny, why didn't the rest of the family go on the trip too?
Because none of them were interested, and they just wanted to see how their pig family member does, because they love their pig family member.
Okay.
Is a family member a pig or the person?
The pig's also a family member.
I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller. Okay, cool.
And also, they didn't have enough tickets. And
Okay.
they only had 2 tickets and one for the pig, and so the kid could race the pig.
The kid could
Yeah.
go with. All right. All right. Awesome. So that being said, when they break down, it's Grayson's turn now. Grayson.
Yeah.
All right. So when they break down, who's the first person to stop and help them?
This.
A hobo.
Oh gosh.
Do you want some help?
No. No. Like a really famous celebrity.
Ooh, I like it.
Marshmallow. Tyler Durden.
All right. So now, Sylvia, who is that famous celebrity?
I don't know who famous celebrities are.
There you go.
Famous people.
Famous people.
No, it's pretty
So just name a person that's alive,
Jonathan.
preferably alive, if
No.
not alive, but
Um,
that you know the name. You gotta stay a little slightly apolitical at first. Before
George Ezra.
George Ezra.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's a singer that sounds like a girl.
No, he's not.
All right.
Well, he's-
Okay, so William, it's your turn. You're up. So George Ezra stops to help them. Okay, it's a pig, a mom, and a child. What do they decide to do? Does he change their tire for him, or does he take them to where they need to go?
George Ezra was decided to take them to where they were gonna go in his car. Yes. But then his car broke down. Actually, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
You can't try not to repeat the same thing. Sorry, I don't do
All right, so so George Ezra takes them in their car, and so now it's Johnny's turn. So George Ezra takes them in the car, and then what is different about George Ezra? Like, what's something funny that could be wrong with George Ezra in this situation?
He was actually secretly trying to go for the pig race, but he was embarrassed.
I like it.
I wonder if he watches this.
He's like kind of sly, making fun of him, but then like to see the pamphlets in the middle of that.
But he's a good singer and he doesn't sound like a girl.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, so that being said, they get to the pig race.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the house, what's going on there? So right now, everybody made snacks. They're getting ready to watch the pig race. But what else is going on at the house? Johnny, I think it's your turn, right?
No, it's my turn. Yeah, it's his turn.
Oh, it's Grayson's turn. All right, Grayson, what's going on at the house with all the rest of the family?
They took the wrong pig, which was the pig that was not trained.
So they're doing
And they
what?
kept. They just have the pig that was trained and everything was still in the house watching the movie, not the.
So the other
So they had two
They took
pigs,
the
one that
wrong
was
pig.
trained, one that was untrained, and they took the untrained one to the contest?
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Let's go with it.
That was insane. Wait, you said.
That they have
I turned
the trained pig and the... Okay. So, Sylvia, it's your turn. So, back at the house, two of the kids get into a fight. What are they fighting about?
Like,
It's your fault.
no, nothing. Like they're saying like one of them said, you told him to take that. You told him to take a pig, and then they're fighting about like who told the person to take the pig.
Oswald.
Took the
What?
right
What?
pig. Alrighty, I like it. This is going good, guys. We're making some real progress here. Alright, so the next thing. Eating the snacks. So, William, this is your turn. So, what does the dad, who's back at the house with all the kids, what does he have to do before he can go in and watch the pig race with the rest of the kids?
he has to stop the fighting and find out how to turn on the TV. Because
he's an idiot.
He's an
apparently.
idiot. Yes, he's a hippie and he's an idiot.
Oh.
I think that let's try a different option there. I think that's too charged a concept.
Polarizing.
Yeah.
Let's think
There's
outside of the
enough
box.
stupid
What's
men.
something- Yeah, exactly. What's like an outside of the box idea that he has to do something before he can watch the pig race with his kids?
Ow.
William,
Did you
this
hear
is-
his question?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
So he has to. He has to go out into the barn and feed all the animals.
So Dad. I like it. All right, cool. So now we're back with George, Ezra, the mom, the kid, and the pig. So at this point, they have arrived at the location, and Johnny, what's the first thing they do when they get to like where do they go? So they're in the car, right? George, Ezra's car. Do they go to Oswell Oz's house, or do they go somewhere else? Do they get food? Do they go to the actual race location? What do they do?
They decided with Oswald Oz to meet up at the entrance of the pig race to regroup and everything. And then Oswald Oz notices that it's the wrong pig. Wrong pig.
Okay. So Grayson.
Yes.
All right. So they
That is
realize
his
it's the
name.
wrong pig. What do they decide to do next? What do they do?
They decide to try and trade pigs or bribe people.
Trade pigs with someone else. All right. Sylvia, it's your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So they decide to trade pigs with somebody else. What does the kid think about this?
He thinks that it is not a very good idea because the people will want to keep their pig. Like, he's thinking that the people want to keep their pigs. It's a really dumb idea. Yeah.
Good idea, Sylvia. Keep the pig. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, this is William's turn. So what happens? They're at the location. They entered it. And what happens next?
The kid tries his hardest to talk Ezra into staying, which he already wants to stay, but he thinks he doesn't want to stay. Ezra is all still
Playing coy.
scared to tell everybody he's actually in the pig race for some reason. That's always how TV shows work. And he
Not really sure.
keeps saying, no, I'm not going to stay. I have other things to do and other things to sing.
Men of my stature.
What?
Men of my stature wouldn't be caught at a pig race.
Yeah.
Okay, so Johnny, that's great, William. So Johnny, so what does the kid decide to do with Ezra in order to convince him to stay?
1 second. Jeez. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you see that?
We can.
That's Oswald Oz. That's what I.
Wait, I just see a thing of white. Oh, now I see it. Okay. It was,
So they're
This-
telling the story. I just drew a picture of Oswald Oz. He kind of looks like a date. It's fine. You guys keep going. I'm sorry.
No,
Patrick, repeat your question for Johnny, and I'll stop.
all right, so Johnny. The next issue is that so George Ezra wants to leave, okay, because he's scared he'll be seen. So the kid tries to convince George Ezra, and what idea does he come up with that then convinces George Ezra to stay?
He says, you know, one time I know the best pig. He is surely to win. You need to get with him. Yeah, I know the best pig. He's sure to win. You should bet on him. And get more money.
So would it be their own pig, or would it be a different pig?
It would be a different pig because that pig's not even trained.
Sylvia, you gotta watch these brushes out, honey.
It's my pig back.
All right, I like it, Johnny. All right, so Grayson,
Yeah.
you with me, my friend? Move into the camera a little bit more. Okay, so Grayson, who owns the best pig?
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask a question,
I have
Sylvia.
a big question.
Sylvia, what's up?
Well, are you coming up with these questions?
How? What?
As he goes, yes.
Am I?
Are
I'm
you
just
coming
making.
up with these questions?
I'm just making up the questions as we go.
Have you prepared for tonight?
I will be honest.
You're doing it.
Thank you, Sylvia. I deeply appreciate that. Your support is always appreciated.
No. This is
Probably the best hand
All
I've
right.
ever driven.
So I'm gonna throw an idea in here, guys. Not to be selfish, but what if what's that, Grayson?
Never mind.
No, please. I want to hear. You had an idea. You did a hand motion for it.
No, I was gonna say what the question you asked me was.
He was gonna ask what the question was gonna be.
Okay, I'll give a little bit
No,
more
I was
context.
gonna.
Okay, honey. Let him talk. You guys are so overbearing. Let Grayson talk.
And Grayson, just so you know, it's a little bit hard to hear sometimes, so I'm sorry if I'm not being easy to communicate with.
No, it's really easy to hear you.
Okay. So what's up, Grayson? What's on your brain?
Nothing. I was just gonna answer the question you asked me to answer.
Then please tell me what your answer is.
I thought you were moving.
I didn't. I didn't. I want to hear your idea. It sounded like a good one. Grayson, our fans need to know.
Well, I don't remember what it was.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, we'll actually come back to that. Okay, so now let's go back to the house. To be honest, I don't really have a good question to ask. So Sylvia, what do you think is a question we should ask ourselves when we want to know what's going on at the house?
or how many people were at, like, what was the dad doing?
What was the dad doing?
What were the children fighting? Like, what were the children were the children's fighting done?
Yes.
So were the children fighting done?
Would the children say that one more time for me?
Were the children's fighting like over?
Okay.
And how did it?
Okay, I like that. All right, so the children's fighting, like, how did it finally get ended?
Yes.
All right. Hey, William, can you answer that question for me?
Yes. The dad said for them to stop multiple times.
And that actually worked?
And no way, no. They kept on talking to each other secretly, saying it's all your fault, it's all your fault, it's all your fault! And then the dad finally had it. After the 5th time,
Dad, finally.
he locked them in their room and gave them a thing because they had an upstairs room. There was a window to make it so that they could see down through another window into the TV. And he said he'd give them a mirror that he used to use when he was young that made it so you could see things like that. And he used to spy on his mom and dad all the time.
Oh, I think I might have been lost in there, but well, that sounds like a really good start. Good job, William. Thank you. All right, so the next step is, so Johnny, this is for you. So one of the kids hasn't been at the house this whole time. Where is he?
He's at a friend's house trying to get, like, with different celebrities and famous people, and they eventually get to George Ezra, and they find out he's at Pig Race.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm following this correctly. So he is at a friend's house, and he and the friend are trying to do what?
They're trying to stop. They're trying to trying to find famous people and celebrities online and talk to them. And eventually they get to George Ezra, and they find out that he's at the pig race.
Okay, so I like that, Johnny. All right, hey Grayson, where you at, my brother?
He's not here in the bathroom.
Oh.
What is him?
Hey Sylvia, where are you at?
I was painting.
Ooh, how artsy of you. All right, so Sylvia. So
Can I show you it?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Oh, wow. Picasso has nothing on you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but
Hey, at least you're trying.
Story of my life.
All right. So, Sylvia, the next question is, at the house where all the family is, where everybody was kind of fighting and the dad was trying to feed the animals and everything. How do they find out that their mother and their sibling is with George Ezra?
Because the dad called the other sibling that was at the friend's house and said what's going on, and the sibling at the friend's house said he looked up what George Ezra is doing, and they said he's with 2 other people named whatever the kid's name is and the mom's name is, and at the pig race. So then
they had very high tech devices, and it was not Google.
High tech.
Wow. So, hey Sylvia, can we visit that again real quick?
Yeah.
So the dad called the other sibling and asked what was going on. And he called the sibling that's at the race, or the sibling that was at the friend's house?
The sibling that was at the friend's house.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, darn it.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. All right, so who suddenly shows up at the house where the family's all getting ready to watch the pig race?
Are you asking that to me?
I'm asking to William.
Yeah. That's really.
Actually, here, let me modify that. What family member shows up at the house? Uh-oh. It looks like we may have lost our stream. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, but your screen is entirely black. Finally changed.
Yeah, your screen's black too. What?
Oh. Did you ever like particles or just paint?
Well,
There was some of those like charcoal.
I think I might have something that I don't know what you're talking about.
In your briefcase. How's your briefcase?
All right. Well, I think we're back, guys.
We can't see you, but I think that's all right.
Hey.
Can I try and answer the question?
All right. So who's talking right now? What? William?
Johnny.
Oh, Johnny. I'm sorry. You guys keep breaking up. All right. So, William said. Did William say who came over to the house? Well, I modified it actually. So, what different family member shows up at the house? What relative?
The aunt that is married to Oswald Oz. What?
Okay. I like it, William. All right, Johnny, your turn. So, Johnny, what did the aunt bring with her to the house?
How about her pig?
But wouldn't it be racing?
No, it's just a pig. It's not a racing pig. Oswald Oz has the racing pig.
Gotcha. Which is not a racing pig to the house. Okay. That's good. And good stuff. All right, where's Grayson?
think you're at a stopping point?
Actually, yeah, I think we are. So, I guess the last question is for Grayson, though. So I need Grayson.
Yeah.
What was that?
He's here.
All right. So Grayson, who wins the pig race?
Pig. The superstar.
So the pig that Ezra bet on?
No, the guy that picked him up.
George Ezra. The pig that belongs to George Ezra.
So he has one too?
Yeah. I thought Grace explained that, but probably I might have not heard him.
Alrighty. Alright guys, that's a pretty solid episode, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
You're very kind.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. We deeply appreciate all of your support. It's because of support like yours that we're able to make this happen on such a irregular basis. So have a great night.
Patrick.
Yo, I'm not going to hang up on you. I'm just going to end the live stream. And I'm ending the live stream now. Have a great night.